Welcome to the Honor Yourself program. If you're watching this right now, I am really excited that you're interested in working with me a little bit deeper on your holistic journey. So when it comes to the Honor Yourself program, it's a really big container for you to dive deeper into whatever path feels perfectly right for you in this next moment. The essence of this program is heavily tied into the Thai Yoga bodywork, but the Thai Yoga bodywork is just a pathway for us to kind of root out those things that we might not be consciously aware of. So when I'm working through the body, just like in our 7-session program, I'm noticing the different blockages on all of these different meridian lines. But the difference between the 7-session protocol and the Honor Yourself program, besides the amount of time that you're going to spend with me, is that we have intentional homework and questions to make you dive deeper on the emotional side of the body. So it's not just go home and do this yoga pose, stretch out that meridian, come back and we're going to work on it. It's a deep dive into why do you feel like, you're not able to keep your boundaries? Why do you feel like your spark is really low? Why do you feel like you might not be using your voice appropriately? And how can we create this balance in the 5 elements and the 5 lower chakras? So let me give you an overview of what this program looks like and everything that's included and why this might be the right pathway for you versus the other program that I offer. The Honor Yourself program, it used to be very condensed. We used to meet once a week for 12 weeks straight, and it was really, really intense in a really good way. But as I've gone through this program multiple times, I also understand the need for some people to have a little bit more time to process between our sessions, to really sit with the homework that they've been given. So we've taken that 12 weeks and we've actually expanded it into a 6-month program. You can use those 6 months as you can put everything really close to the front end of our program, like we used to have it every single week or every other week, or you can really take that intentional pause between our sessions to work on things. Essentially, you're going to have 8 Thai yoga sessions with me, 2 hours long each. So each of those 2-hour Thai sessions is going to be 90 minutes body focused, AKA the Thai yoga therapy, and then 30 minutes focusing on kind of what your homework was the previous week, what things might have stirred up with you, where are the struggles that are coming from. And within that 2 hours, it's not a strict timeline. So if you need more elemental coaching that day and we only end up with 60 minutes of body work, that's okay. If we do a 2-hour elemental coaching session and no body work, that's okay too. The container is to allow whatever needs to come through that day to come through. And the body work is just a nice way to kind of keep flushing those emotions, keep flushing the toxins within the body, because as we stir things up, the body's not going to feel good. It's kind of going to sometimes revolt because it knows that change is on the surface. So if we can make sure that the body still feels really good as we go through these 6 months, you have a better success rate of continuing to push through those barriers and break down those patterns that we've developed as coping mechanisms or survival tactics or, anything that has allowed us to arrive where we are today. So those are the 8 Thai yoga sessions. And again, they can be done back to back to back, or you can do every other week, or for some reason, you need to do some elemental coaching a lot at the beginning, and then we end with Thai. It's very flexible, and that's why it's a 6-month container. Along with the Thai yoga sessions, you'll also get 3 deep dive sessions, and the deep dive sessions can be elemental coaching where we sit one-on-one 90 minutes dedicated to working through maybe EFT or meditation or yoga or more elemental coaching as dismantling those patterns, maybe doing regression, meditation, anything and everything that my training has allowed me to kind of wrap into this program. Those are those elemental coaching sessions or the deep dive. In conjunction with those options, we also can have you work with our Ayurveda practitioner if you feel like you need a little bit more of a balance on the nutritional side. You can also jump into our parasite cleanse because sometimes, the gut can wreak havoc. It can create brain fog and ADHD, and it just doesn't help us process things. So we have a full moon parasite cleanse that you can jump into. There's lots of options. So 8 Thai yoga sessions, 3 deep dives. And again, the deep dives can be working with me or one of the other practitioners within our group. But we want to make sure that you're on a pathway that really connects with you. And we're not creating this cookie cutter program that's like, do these steps and you'll be fixed. Like, that's not what the holistic journey is about. It's making sure that we honor the next right step for you. And that looks different for every single person. Next in this program, you will also have unlimited email support from me and or Voxer support. If you're a person who's more of a in the moment, I have a question, I just want to send a Voxer, which is like a walkie-talkie app. So you can just brain dump into the app and then it'll send it to me and I can listen to it. And then I can either respond via email or back to you through Voxer. Some people really enjoy it. Some people prefer email. Again, every single person is different within this program. So we try to create a very supportive place that you can show up exactly where you need to show up for the day. With the unlimited support for those 6 months, if you find that you went heavy at the beginning of your program and used all of your physical sessions, you still get those 6 months with me. Like, that's part of the programming. And you can also add some a la carte options in if you realize that you used all of your sessions up front. One of the perks of this program is during this 6-month period, you get a 10% discount across the entire studio. So that doesn't even have to be part of the program. Like, maybe you want a facial, maybe you want to hop into a workshop that we're hosting. Maybe you want to join us for our international retreats that we host. Doesn't matter. During that 6-month period, you get 10% across the entire studio. And again, it's a way to bring support. It's a way to bring community. And my biggest thing when I'm working with clients is, because I work one-on-one with every single person, that sometimes it can feel isolating to feel like you're on this journey alone. Like, yes, I'm here to support you, but it's really fun to connect in those workshops or retreats to understand that, there are so many people out there kind of going through similar struggles that have been on their holistic journey for just a couple months or a few years or 10 years. It's just fun to get new perspectives. So that's why, you get that place to honor yourself in making sure that you're showing up exactly how it feels supportive for you. And then the last part of this program, outside of that unlimited email support, Voxer support, I also have a support portal for you on our website, which has a ton of resources from breath work, meditation, different homework links that I might give you to do, a few different YouTube videos that I've created to kind of help you reflect back onto like, oh, she told me to do this technique and I don't remember how to do it. There's a YouTube for that so that you can actually be successful in your homework instead of like dreading our next session together because you didn't do your homework. So it's a very, very big container, and sometimes that can feel overwhelming, but we have it in such a gentle way that whenever you show up for session, it's just honoring yourself. I think of it as, if I'm going to a therapy session, no matter what type of therapy it is, sometimes I am just not ready to engage in it. I am just didn't feel prepared. I didn't do my homework. I feel like I'm regressing. And every single time that I tell myself, just show up for yourself. Because if you show up for yourself, what is needing to come forward will come forward. And every single time, that is exactly what happens. So if this is the container that feels really nourishing for you, I'm really excited to have you join me over the next 6 months. And it's just going to be a really wonderful, enlightening, and also a little messy journey, and that's okay. If you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me. We can set up a Zoom call or a phone call and kind of get any of those last minute questions that you have before you want to say yes.